Hi, welcome back to Mexico. So this is my first race back in the country. So this was actually on the 31st on Halloween. This race lasts between 2.5 hours to 3 hours, depending on what the organizers feel like on the day. This was about 2.5 hours, this race, and we're about a corner away from the finish. This is going to end in a bunch sprint. I'm not in the lead group. There was a breakaway towards the beginning of this race. This turned out to be about a 60-mile race. So a breakaway got away, and we're all fighting for our sixth place. So I'm in a group of 5, and I figured I'll stay on, and this could serve for good sprint practice, trying to use what I learned in the last couple of videos. So if you remember, in the CBR series, I got myself boxed in on my last video, and then at Victorville, I started my sprint too close to the front. So today I wanted to fix both of those issues, so I'm going to stick a little bit farther to the back, at least third wheel, and I'm also going to identify who my probably biggest competition is going to be leading up to the line, and that's number 40. I mean, look at the size of those legs. What do you think? That guy's got a kick. He's actually an ex-Mexican pro, not on the international scene, just domestically, and in the 90s. So he's a little bit out of his prime, but he's been putting in a lot of attacks all day, and he's fast. So I'm going to stick on his wheel, and I've got 2 guys behind me, but I've been putting in some of my own attacks, and they don't seem to have as much of a snap. Number 25 ahead, he's a friend of mine, so he's kind of a known quantity. He's got a good sprint, but he's a little far up in position, so mostly my eyes are on 40. I'm just going to stick behind him and make sure I don't make my last 2 mistakes, which is getting boxed in and then starting my sprint too far forward. So I'm going to stay behind him and force him or 25 to make the move. And I think if I follow that, I should be set up pretty well. Now, I'm also trying to adapt. I see red come up here. It looks like he's counteracting a move. And yeah, you can see our 5th guy, he's putting in an early attack. We've probably got about 500 meters to go. So someone's going to bring that back, and my buddy 25 does, and 40 follows. So I'm just going to stay in here. I'm going to shelter behind those big calves and wait to see what's going to happen next. Now, 25's pulling back. 40 is going to use all of his energy right here. He's putting in a pretty good sprint effort, and he's holding good speed. There is a rise that comes, so we're actually climbing right now. You can see I get boxed, and so now I'm going to come out into the wind. And that's it. Looks like game over. Across the line, no issues. So I'd say that was my best strategic sprint. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you want to see more, please subscribe. See you in the next one.